Hi guys, my name is Kelly and I'm 20 years old. I was saved about a year and a half ago, and it didn't take me long to realize what my life verse was going to be. I found out that my life verse is Philipians 4:13, which reads that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I definitely needed that strength this past year and a half with all that has gone on. Some of those things include losing 7 people that were close to me, being diagnosed with epilepsy, and an eating disorder. It took forever, but I finally found out that gluten intolerance is what has been causing the seizures to be worse. I'm also losing my vision. Through all these things, it has definitely been God's strength and His love for me that has gotten me through. I was saved back in September 2011. Very shortly after, a close family friend who was like an aunt to me was diagnosed with cancer. She was given 2 months to live. Sure enough, 2 months later, in November of 2011, she passed away. Then in February 2012, shortly after my uncle was diagnosed with cancer, he decided to give up the battle and overdosed. A few months later, another family friend who was like an uncle to me was also diagnosed with cancer. He fought a hard battle, going through chemotherapy. But then, on the second week of August of 2012, he passed away. We found out about a week later that my grandma had also passed away a couple of days earlier. That was in the 3rd week of August. In the 4th week of August, one of my close friends also passed away. Then in the 5th week of August, another close family friend also passed away. A few months later, we also found out that my cousin committed suicide using leftover pills from my uncle. There were still more leftover pills, and so a day after my cousin had overdosed, my aunt attempted, luckily unsuccessfully. Also, to go to the medical end, back in July of 2012, I found out that my vision was deteriorating. Many eye doctors have now told me that there is nothing that they are going to do about it. Don't worry, I won't give up that battle. From all these passings, I became health conscious. So I started dieting and looking at my body more. Seems harmless, but this quickly turned into an eating disorder. I was diagnosed with an eating disorder in September of 2012. In November of 2012, on November 27th, I was rushed to the emergency room, coming to find out that I had had a seizure. It took me about a month, but then I saw a neurologist. I had many tests done, and in January of 2013, I was diagnosed with partial complex epilepsy. I have now recently found out that gluten intolerance has been contributing to the seizures. Also, back in August of 2012, from all the stress, I was not focusing, and I ended up tearing a tendon in my knee in ballet class. This has been almost heartbreaking because I love ballet. Since then, I have done physical therapy and I have rehabilitated it. And hopefully I will soon be back to ballet. Through all these things, God has been with me. I know that, like most people when they're going through stuff, I try to rely on my friends and other people. Now I know, though, that God sends us people to help us. But really it's Him helping us. We just don't always listen to Him, so He has to go through other people. So I want you guys to know, when life's roller coasters and struggles meet God's grace and love, we can do all things. We can go through and come through all things.